ಹಾಂ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್. ಹಲೋ.
ಹಲೋ.
ಹಾಂ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ಶಾ, ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಫಾಸ್ಟ್?
ಹಾಂ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಲಾ ನಿಮಗೆ?
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. Okay, all right. So let us start. So maybe like someone was teaching someone. It's not me. Yeah, even I had something on SQL. So I also didn't say. So I left it. So you can also hear. Okay, it's fine. This is my voice. I think it's audible, clear. So I will start recording and share the screen. Okay. So what we will do is we will continue the big data only, so that you should have the direction at the beginning, like why you are doing, what you are doing and all. So from the next week I will start Python. I thought let me start from today, but I thought like we just started, let us go today, and from next week. One thing I want you guys, okay, that we will speak later. So let us open the PPTs, what we were doing. Downloads. Yeah, let me open which PPT I was doing. Was it this PPT or whatever? So there are couple of PPTs, but you will get the same information in couple of different ways, means different examples and all, and it will be okay. Who can start a collaboration? All participants. What is this? I don't know. Okay, right now what is there? Let it be. Okay, so I've shared the screen and let me make it 100%. Okay. So yeah, we started, I don't know which is a PPT. Yeah, the same PPT, like you already know. Anyhow, I will create a drive and keep all this information, whatever I make a notes or document, this is already getting recorded. Okay, don't worry, all this I have slides with me. I will pass you, maybe not today, in the next week or sometime I'll pass you, so you need not to worry. And also I'll have some written notes also when I start this, like yesterday we did diagram, and also when we start the Python and all, there are some notes, a small kind of notes which I will be making, because everything recording is one way good and one way bad. So some of the important points, interview question, all those things, I'll be making a note in the notepad and I'll be sharing with that. Okay, so we saw, you already know the difference between OLTP, OLAP. OLTP is something like we will have a front end data. Okay, so as I'm using today one more laptop, I don't have that information over here. I can quickly draw. Okay, so not everything detailedly. So this is a front end, you know, this is a back end. All the data from the front end will go to the back end. We already saw. This is the behavior of all the software. So we call this as front end. We call this as back end. I am again repeating for the people where it was little bit fast yesterday. So I am again repeating. So quickly get it. Okay, and after that there is nothing called ETL, front end, back end. There are some people who do front end. There are some people who do back end developer. We are not front end developer, not back end developer. After this there is a behind scene. Behind the scene what will happen? There will be a ETL thing happens. Okay, you do ETL and push this data to data warehouse. How the ETL and all happen, you need not to worry. And again, like you will have a Azure class where your trainer will teach you well all those things. Anyhow, I can give you a maximum idea whatever I have. So that's a secondary thing. Practically he'll be teaching you. I will be teaching you Spark, but yeah, the complete Azure part he will be taking care, one more person. So this is a data warehouse. So the funda is extraction. Yesterday I made it complex. Don't think the data will always be in the back end in the database only. There can be different application. In the bank only there can be loan application, interest application, there can be some other application, marketing application. There can be other application. What is this? Like this, you will have lot of data coming from SFTP. This data would be SFTP. Okay, this data from CSV files. I told yesterday, structure, unstructure, semi-structure, all those data. This can be JSON data. So, and different data, not the same data. But there will be a joining condition, as you already know. There might be some account number in all the things where you start matching a person who has an account. So what will happen? Always a person should have an account. Then only you can take any loan in our bank. That's what it happens when you want to take a loan in any bank. You should have an account first. Without an account, they don't give a loan. First, they will ask you to make an account and then loan. So that's the common behavior. So what will happen? The data would be like this. Okay. So data would be coming from different places and all. So your activity, it would be in a separate source. So there will be not a proper, there will be different tables here, different files, flat files, CSV file, JSON file. So your idea, because OLTP is for analyzing the business. Analyzing means how you will do analyzing. You can analyze all the data when all the data are merged together, union together or joined together. So what happens over here is, this is what it happens. So you do an extraction. This part is called as extraction. I told yesterday, maybe you write a small Python script with port number, IP address, folder location, all those things to get here. It's not so simple as you just pull the data. There are a lot of complex things. Sometimes that is what I told right yesterday. So I was checking today. I am not a network guy. Still, for a knowledge, I was checking like what was happening is we had a Redshift data in our AWS. I want to connect to the Tableau. So I was looking to, because I am not an expert in the network. I have not done a network. But what happens in the company is we should also know what we should. Yeah, it's something like that. As an architect, you should know all the things. So that's what, like I was just seeing. So there are a lot of things. So as soon as you come to the cloud, even whether it's AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, so you'll have VPC, virtual private network. So you have to understand all these things. Maybe you will not understand, but I am telling. So because there is a, anyhow you are learning Power BI, right? I can give you some idea. So I have a Redshift in my AWS and I want to make it talk to the Tableau. But this is some client. We have some client. They are not able to give us from past 2 weeks. We also waited for 2 weeks. If we are waiting more, the billing will not happen. The money, the salary, what we have to get, that doesn't come from the client. So I start figuring around it. Still, I am not successful. I am understanding. Okay, what is VPC? VPC is virtual private network. So how the data goes. This is the external. So this is a AWS part. Okay, this is something like a AWS part. Okay, so VPC is you need not required to know because it's done by network engineer. Just I am giving you an idea so that you understand in a company the complex behavior while speaking with different application what will happen. Okay, so and it is no, it's a self-taught. No one taught me. This is what, again, once you go to the company, see whatever we are teaching here, it will be foundation for you. Foundation means what? So it is good for, yeah, it's VPN only. Okay, virtual private network. Yeah, correct. Okay, VPC I have written. Okay, my bad. I should not confuse you. Okay, is it eraser? Okay, I will write VPN, whatever it is. Okay, so virtual private network is there. After virtual private network, there will be something called, okay, if it is a Redshift, just morning I was reading. Even I am new to this networking because the client don't have all the network engineer. They are a small client, so they were troubling. Usually in a bigger organization, we have a complete network engineer. Just for knowledge wise, because tomorrow you will be working on you are learning Power BI, right? Okay, I will remove this and make it Power BI. So it is good for you. So even when they are teaching you Power BI, they will teach you how to integrate, connect with your Azure to what? Power BI. So this idea will help you. Okay, so it's not like directly connect. It's not difficult, but you should know that behind understanding. Okay, so let me do it properly. So you'll have VPN, just a high level idea, nothing you have to scratch your head. Okay, so VPN, and you will have a Redshift, and also you'll have subnet. Okay, there is something called subnet. There are a lot of subnet. Okay, there will be subnets, and subnets will be connected to router tables. Subnet will be again connected to router tables. Means behind logic, whether you take AWS, GCP or Azure, it is the same concept, right? It's a route tables. So from route tables, you should also have security. Okay, there is something called security. Okay, I just want to remove this. Okay, because learning is fun, so you should enjoy learning. That's what even I do. Okay, this is a new thing. I can't tell, sir, this is not the way I work. This is a networking thing. So everything today is new only, most of the things. So you should be good at learning. Okay, so after route table, this is a route table. We call it as route table. What does route table contains? IP addresses. So they have to give all the IP addresses here. Okay, means IP addresses which is letting you in. After route tables, there is an internet gateway. Means this internet, no, security settings. There is something called security settings. Okay, SCCURITY, security settings. And from this security settings, the data will go to internet gateway. I can show you any in the online, the beautiful diagram. So internet gateway, and from internet gateway, it has to go to the external application. External application can be anything. One of the example is Power BI. It can talk to any of your whatever systems you have. Okay, so here you will have Power BI. So this and all are a networking concept. So that means you have to check from here whether your subnet as the public access. If it is a private access, means it can't go outside the system. It can't go outside the AWS. So you have to understand whether your AWS or whatever Azure can speak with public subnet. You should give. See, a public subnet, the universal internet ID is 0.0.0.0. This is and all networking thing. This means it allows everything. Okay, any IP address, or else if your IP address is only here given 127.143.26.45, then it allows only this system. We can also check what is the IP of my system also. So IP me, something is there, IP me, IP not IP me. I think something is there, IP me for something, to check the. Okay, it's simple to check my IP address. Check out why it is coming this. That website only will be there. 1 second. So why YouTube is coming? There is a website where I put it directly comes. Correct. Yeah. I didn't observe. Thank you. See, this is my IP address. IPv4 is for normal internet. IPv6 is for IoT, a bigger application. So this is, you need not to worry. So this is what my IP address. So I can add my IP address in the route table to allow to my IP, or else if I give 0.0.0, that means it is universally allowed to all the IPs, because you will not have 106. If you check my IP address in the laptop, you will get 104 point something, whatever it is. So what will happen when you allow, then it is publicly available, and it has to go in the route tables from the subnet from here. And also there is something called VPC endpoint you have to create. Then an external application can be integrated with your cloud technology. So all these are done by the security engineer, not by you. But yeah, sometimes it happens where they will ask you also. So that is what, why I told you this, because it's not straightforward you integrate from here. There are a lot of behind concept where they have to give the access to this DB and port number. After giving access, you should write the script to get all the things. So this process will become extraction of the data. And transformation, I already told you, will learn slowly. Even you do filter, joining, whatever right now you are doing in SQL, learning in SQL, sorting, all those things we do in the PySpark, because PySpark is a distributed data engine, which we will see later. I don't want to speak about that. So we do transformation. After doing all these things, we load to the data warehouse. Okay, DWH, which is called as a loading. So ETL, extraction, transformation, and loading. So this is what it happens, and this is used for analyzing a business. This is used for running the business because it is OLTP. So this is what we had spoken yesterday also. And yeah, all these things are, you will understand as soon as we told 3 V's. I told huge volume of data comes, different variety of data comes, structure, unstructured, semi-structure, and next one is variety of data comes, volume, variety, and one more thing was what? Velocity, the speed in which the data gets generated are very high, which was never happened previously. That is why big data came. So your normal DBMS, RDBMS were never able to fit such a huge volume of data. And as we saw here, only 5% of data uses structured data. So that is what it was there. So many things. Yesterday I told you how Power BI is used to analyze the data, how your data warehouse will not only store the data, it also helps in analyzing the data. Okay, from there the data is pulled, we create tables, all those things. Okay, so much transaction, see, so much is there, 8 billion calls, this and all is 3-4 year reports. Now people are still generating more data. Now today all WhatsApp calling, so many things they do. Okay, that easily generates the data. So that is why we can't deal with so much data. All these things we saw yesterday. Okay, we saw this also. So sensor data is like IoT data. I told, right, IPv4. Whenever you have sensor data and all, you have to deal with IPv4 kind of IP address you should have. Okay, so that you neglect it. Don't need too much of information. Okay, so all these businesses it can help. Bank, see, all the businesses uses big data. Whatever we are learning, they require data engineers, straightforward. Bank, because I worked on bank, I worked on telecom, I worked on health. What is this? I'm not sure. Okay, so I've also worked on one of the sports. There also they use data engineering. That means you have a job in all domains. Okay, so this already I know, collecting, organizing, analyzing of large, discovering. Basically, yeah, you will understand the pattern. So more information will be given in your Power BI and all. This and all analytics will happen in your Power BI. So already I think before showing this I spoke about the flight. One flight will generate huge volume of data. Like one day Facebook generates, right, the amount of data only one flight which goes from India to US generates. You can imagine in a day how many flights are there, because all flights will have black box. In that black box, each and every information, every second, the humidity, temperature, all, there are hundreds of parameters which would be captured. So there are thousands of flights, so much data is getting generated and it has to be saved. Okay, any doubt, ask me or we can discuss at that. Okay, so big data analytical in practice. Many people use Facebook to update their status, share photos and like content. See, also like 5 years back, not Obama, Trump had Trump won because of the data given by Facebook, and also Facebook owner Mark Zuckerberg was got into the US court, and there were a lot of allegations and lot of questions asked. You would have observed 4-5 years or 6 years back. The reason is, before the campaign he gave the sentiments of all the state in the US, like if you speak like this, the people will vote. If you give these kind of promises, the people will vote, because they had Facebook had done a pre-poll and lot of chat information, everything, whom you will vote, all those information was given, like why you want to vote for this person. And what happened, this information was given to Trump, and Trump told the way the people wanted. Even he had told at that time only this started, like Hindus and all. What they were saying was, as there were a lot of Hindus, Indians in US, so he spoke positive about Indians, like I do this, I do that. So he knew at that point of time, like if I get the vote sharing of Indians, I will win. So these kind of things can change entire things with the data. That's what yesterday I told. Data can not only give you a previous information analysis, current info analysis, it can also predict future. Like you become God, a business can easily say. So that's why your job is always at the high end. You will have a good package, good salary, but you should learn the things. Okay, so big data analytic in practice. Okay, one of the, okay, these things and all, yeah, are the example. I don't need to go to each and everything and explain you. Can detect so all the thing, it generates fake, it can also detect fake news these days. So yeah, you know, today social media is getting bullying, everything happening in social media, and it is going through a wildfire. Okay, so traditional solution, big data solution. Okay, yeah, it reduce cost. Traditional solution means a long back where we were using, and now it has reduced 50% because it is very fast. Okay, this was IAMB, Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. Some thing was done. Okay, risk isn't necessary. Risk is not there. I don't see what is the risk they have given. Will be, so need the right people. Yeah, that obviously you need a data engineer professional to do the big data. Cost escalates too fast. See, whenever you are doing anything in cloud, it charges money. Okay, it's not like previously you have a tool in your laptop. They take a license once in a year. You work under every day 24 hours. You work 1 hour. The cost is same. But now because of cloud, they charge for every minute. You work only 1 minute, only 1 minute cost is done in your cloud, whether AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. You work for 5 hours, it charge for 5 hours. So if you write a bad code, instead of working for 5 hours, it is working for 3 days, then so much money gets wasted. As soon as cloud comes, the money factor comes into the picture. That's what they have told. Cost escalates too fast. Many sources of big data is privacy. Okay, if I want to speak about Hadoop, okay, what has happened is, see, I have worked on Hadoop before, after this ETL and all era happened. Because if I want to give you a proper idea, know this idea, this is very important when you are exploring the big data world. Maybe in 2005 to 2014 or 15, I can say, so 2005, we are mainly working on tool based ETL. Tool based ETL means, I just gave you one example of Informatica. Informatica is also ETL tool which I have worked. After that, lot of ETL tools are there. SAP BODS, Pentaho, Abinsho. Okay, so many things are there. But what happened after 2015, as it is tool based, there are a lot of drawbacks which I already told. It can not hold huge volume of data. Maybe it can play with GBs of data, 30-40 GB. But after 30-40 GB, your tool gets hanged. You can't do so easily parallel processing, multi-processing, all those things. It doesn't happen in the tool. And it can deal only with the structured data. As you know, only today, only 5% of data is structured data. I know it because I worked on many projects, right? You hardly get structured data, and it is we are very happy if we have a data in the database. It's very easy. Life is simple. If you have data in database, do a simple transformation, put into the report. Data today is not structured. That's where all this drama happens. You get the data, you run PySpark, you do lot of things, because what happens, that kind of data, unstructured data, semi-structured data, the best tool to use is PySpark. You can't use user interface. It's very difficult. It's very slow. Okay, PySpark is ultimate, awesome for a data engineer. Okay, so right now, okay, so this started dying. some projects today also they use, it will be where for very small data, maybe like it has structured data and it has like 10 or 20 GB of data. 10 or 20 GB is a laughable data because you guys generate this data, or okay, I can say 100 or 200 GB data. That is also difficult, to be honest, tool based. Okay, so this is the maximum. But today, what kind of data we are seeing after 2015, maybe from 2016, data as generated among usly because you guys as a customer, you are using applications, you are booking bus ticket, train ticket, flight ticket. So it is growing like a what volcano, like a huge volume of data. That's all I can say. So these tools became incompetent, useless, out of date, everything. So at the beginning, the Hadoop came, and Hadoop was done using HDFS. There is something called HDFS, and even this was the drawback because you have to maintain a server, and maintaining server increasing, and your data was increasing after 2016. Today in this month, if you add 500 GB, by next month it was becoming what, 2 TB data. So what was happening because of this was increasing the server now and then became very costly and very tedious and slow processing. It's like, if I want to speak, yeah, only today I'll speak about concept because next week I want to do practical. I have a lot of concepts, then you will lose the interest. Okay, it's okay, yeah. So because lot of concepts come into the big data, it's not only about coding. Yeah, SQL, Python, what happens in SQL coding. SQL also has some of the concepts like RDBMS, a primary key, foreign key, all those things. Python, it's only coding questions. When it comes to big data, whatever we learn, PySpark or whatever you do cloud, there will be lot of architectural questions. Okay, if you don't know architectural questions, it's very difficult. There are some coding here, yeah, but when you know SQL, Python, it is very easy. Like SQL plus Python will be used in the PySpark. Okay, so anyhow we have not started anything of Python, you need not to worry. So I am giving you the way. So SQL and Python, you should be always super strong because your PySpark will become easy because it's a combination of SQL, Python, and it's simple. When we start, you will learn. And what is remaining in the interview or even working are all these concepts. You should know what is ETL. You should know about like why you come to the cloud. What is cloud? Only cloud doesn't mean it is in the sky or something. So why cloud? Cloud is a serverless architecture. See, cloud is told as serverless architecture. To maintain server was a high level pain. I am telling here, right? We had struggled day and night, and there were a lot of configuration you should do. Configuration is always troublesome. Okay, a simple configuration people can't do because every now and then your data increases, your server, what will happen is you have to increase, you have to scale it. So there is a vertical scaling which is always a drawback. Okay, means increasing the server, all those things is very difficult. So what happened was the cloud started coming. Cloud means, boss, don't worry about server at all. Server means what? I have other PPT I can show you, but servers would be like this. So it's always good to show at least one image. See, this is a server. If you see previously, any company should maintain like this server. If you start a company, it's not like you can start a company immediately. This will have crores of cost. Where did the diagram went? Okay, I'll go and show you that. Okay, it will have crores of money. You can't start IT company like that. First you have to install server because this is where your data will come, network will be there, the backup will happen, something gets failed, right? It will be stored in one more server. There will be a server clusters, inside that clusters will be there, inside that nodes will be there, lot of drama will happen. So there will be all AC. It should be the temperature within 0 degree or whatever it is. It should, because this will only generate lot of heat. 50 degree for 60 degree it generates, so it should be in minus degree or whatever, 0 degree, because I have not worked as a network admin, but I have heard about them. They had previously they were keeping all the data in files, tape, so many things. It was very costly and very difficult. Immediately fire burst happened. What you will do? You will tell, wait for 1 month, fire burst happened, our data has lost, we will get it. Lot of problem was happening, and it is very costly. Tomorrow this becomes outdated. After 1 year, my data increases, your server is not supporting to expand, so again you have to spend 4 5 crores or 10 crores, whatever. So this was not problem till what time? Till 2015, because data was very less. It was not expanding so frequently. Maybe once in 10 years they were changing their server or something. But what happened after 2016 was every month was challenge. Every day, every 15 days was challenge, because you had 500 GB today. After 2 weeks, data coming to you is 2 BB, 2 TB. You can't tell the customers, Amazon customer, don't use our Amazon because we can't store your data, we can't give you service. Then what happens? You will lose money. So whosoever comes, you should be very happy to store their data, store their that. For that you need this physical server. Okay. So this maintaining server was very tedious. In Hadoop you have to maintain server. Okay. It is called on-premise. On-premise means local. Always it is local. So what happened is, slowly Amazon was the first cloud. They were already spent billions of money, because I had seen one interview with who is the owner of that AWS. So he had told we had spent billions of money to get it right. So serverless came, and AWS was the first thing. He told, boss, don't worry about server. We give serverless. We give serverless means, you want to start a company, you don't worry about server, you need not to spend 4 crore 5 crore and all. You just come to me, take the username, password. You want to take any services, I will charge you. If you use for 1 minute, I'll charge you for 1 minute. If you use for 1 hour, service means service means what? In what? In AWS I have Redshift database. I want to use Redshift database. This is called one service. In AWS I have something called ETL tool. One more service. Because I have worked on AWS, I am speaking on AWS. Same thing in Azure, there will be some other name, what you will be learning. For example, Glue is there. Glue is a ETL. I will charge for 1 minute. So you want to use for 1 minute, you want to use for 1 hour, you want to use for 1 day, or you want to use for 1 month. I'll charge only for that point of time. That means the cost will be only in 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, whatever. Where is 5,000? Where is 5 crores, 10 crores? And tomorrow your data is coming not 2 TB, 2000 TB. You just increase our Redshift database. We call it as cluster. Increase the cluster, because inside the server cluster will be there. You need not to go depth into that right now. So increase your cluster. Server we will manage. Don't worry how much data I want to use you, because it's a serverless for me. And all the server headache is maintained by AWS, Azure, and who are there, Google Cloud, whosoever it is there. So my life became very simple. I have to just concentrate on what? Only development. I will concentrate on only my development. Remaining everything is taken care by all these people, all the cloud people. Whatever server increase, even all the networking security and all is taken care by them. I need not to worry about security. Previously, I should worry about security. Some hacking happens for this data. What you will do? You should have all these servers properly, safely maintained in a proper network, and all the things has to be there. So cloud will also maintain network security. So maybe you have to set up the network. That is your headache. Whether you want to give public, whether you want to give me an IP, that's what we spoke, right? Someone has to give my system an IP address, that a network admin in the company will be there. Okay, so networking task, so many things are taken care by cloud. So your life has become very simple. You have to just concentrate on understanding the concept, development. That's all. So this happened after like maybe 2018 or 2019. Okay, there were the small projects on 2015, 16 and all on cloud, but I want to say when the market started picking up, maybe around 2019, the market started picking up on the cloud. Okay, everyone started speaking about cloud. Every project was blindly moving to the cloud because of the importance. And even 1 2 3 years back also, even in 21 22, I was seeing lot of Hadoop projects, but around 23 I hardly see any Hadoop projects. Everyone has moved to cloud. They are speaking about Azure or AWS or Google Cloud. Okay, so you learn one cloud, almost most of the things have a similar concept, but there will be little bit changes. Okay, that's all. Okay, this is a whole story behind the journey to the cloud, from your normal traditional thing to the Hadoop thing and to the cloud thing. And remind you, cloud does not only deal with a data thing. Cloud deals with any person, whether he is a network engineer, he works in cloud, whether he is a full stack developer, he works in cloud, whether it is, I can host my website in the cloud, in the AWS, wherever. I can do everything in the cloud. I can even host, if I have your RDBMS is there, right? You are working on Oracle or some database. This also I can host in the cloud. Okay, if it is in local, I can put in the cloud. See, Oracle also will be given in the AWS. Okay, don't think only something on our data side. Each and every person today, any developer, has the flexibility to work on the cloud, because if I speak about AWS, they have 500 services. 500 services means, I just told, right? Like this, one is for Redshift service, one is for Glue service, one is for VPC service, one is for subnet service, one is for doing keeping the data, some folder service. So many services are there. So that is what these and all are Hadoop. So which we are not learning. I spoke about this because yeah, Hadoop was previous version. Now we don't use it. It's hardly used, the Hadoop. So yeah, this is the availability of big data, cost commodity, hardware and new information. Okay. So let me go to the next PPT. Let us see how he has given the information. Big data is similar to small data but bigger in size. Why he has told similar to small data? So you should know the big data concept. If I get hello world, okay, I will have PPTs which that you will understand in a more elaborative way later. If I get hello world, how are you? The data will not go to a single machine. It does not go to a single machine and gives the output. Okay, as soon as big data means data gets splitted. Data gets splitted means data will go to one machine. Okay, word might go to one more machine. Understand this. All these are very important concept. Data will go to one more machine. Hello word. How will go to one more machine? Machine. I will go to one more machine, or will go to one more machine. I am just giving an example. Okay, so you understand it better. You will go to one more machine. So that means what's happening here? Always big data is the strongest. Big data in 2009. There is one thing. Big data in 2009 beated supercomputers. If you know, like 10 years back, everyone was telling about supercomputers. So it beated supercomputers. Why, I'll tell you later. Okay, so then only after 2009, every company started looking about big data. Okay, so too much information I don't want to give. Okay, it's coming. Okay, so you will get an output like this. This is what big data does. So I will help you in understanding this in a more simple thing. Supercomputer, what it does, no? If it is a supercomputer, hello world, how are you, whatever it is there, if it is like this, it takes as an input, supercomputer will do high level calculation, whatever configuration is there, it gives an output. So, because of this reason, supercomputer was beaten by big data. That means big data became a winner. See the difference. You only see the difference. And you can easily analyze. So, how supercomputer is working, how big data is working. And big data concept is like this only. It's like, I will give you a simple example to understand this rather than technical. See, you start one company. Okay, you start one company. Okay, I start one company. Think I am very talented. I am like Elon Musk. I can do lot of things myself. So what I'll do, I get one project. Okay, I am the owner of the company, and I will do it. Okay, complete it. Success, whatever, or output, whatever I want to do, I will copy this. Okay, next you get one more project. What you do, you will only do. Okay, one more project you will get, you are the owner, so you will only do. Okay, same project, you are a owner. I show you this as a diagram, it will be more easier, because it's good you understand the beauty of big data, why big data is awesome, and the strength of big data. It has beaten. Okay, you are the owner. Okay, owner, whatever, CEO, whatever you want to take, you can think of it. Not a mind, you are the owner of the company. What you do is, okay, you get one project. Yeah, project means I will keep here. Project 1. You are very talented guy. Why you, what's happened? Okay. Okay, so you got one project and you are able to give the output to this. Now you have done this project well. One more client came to you and give the project, one more project 2 to you. Okay, so one more project you got, project 2, and parallelly you started project 2, you got project 3 also. Parallelly you have working on project 3, you are getting project 4 also. Still you are able to do because you are very efficient. Okay, so you will be able to do this, and parallel while doing you are getting another 5 projects. So what will happen to you? You have some maximum threshold. How much ever capable you are there, you can do one project, 2 project, 3 project, whatever. If you are getting like 10 project like this, okay, 10 or 20, can you do by yourself? Project 5, project 6, project 7, project 8, like that, you will break off. Okay, you will completely break off. That is what it happens. You will completely break off. So this is how supercomputer was built. Supercomputer was built with the high-end, all the super components, high-end processors, RAM and all. But what was the limitation is, you can keep on increasing the RAM and all. But there is a limitation for a particular hardware. You can give 10,000, 5,000 GB of RAM. But that is also limitation. After 5,000 GB, you can't do in a supercomputer. So what happens? It breaks down. So, but big data is not like that. Big data is something like, every project is assigned to a different individual. See the big data? Big data is very smart. So it doesn't want to keep the headache only. You are the owner. Owner will not do any project at all. Owner will assign this project. Okay. Owner will assign this project to the employees. He just manages the project. Which project is gone to which person. Okay. Okay, so it is given here to employee 1, employee 2, in the same way, employee 2, employee 3. Getting this right? This is a way in the big data world it is assigned. That means technically if I want to say, it will be different CPUs. This will be one CPU. This is one CPU, 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 and owner will manage all the IP address configuration. Okay, this project or this task is given to this person. That's why if you see, always big data breaks a bigger thing and gives to a single machine, so that parallelly all the activities will happen together and you get a data in a fraction of seconds, whereas supercomputer will take all data sequentially and it will have a high level components. This machine will not have, this one machine will not have a supercomputer capability. It will have a lesser configuration, but it works with couple of machines and it breaks the task, and every task is given to separate machine. So with this you can only tell which is smart, which is efficient. Doing one person all the thing, even if he is Elon Musk, or breaking that and giving to a normal employee. You deploy more number of formal employee. Owner just manages and knows if some employees leave, he will give that project to one more employee. Hire that employee. Is this owner is smart or this owner is smart? You can only tell. Okay, this was the drawback of supercomputer. Till 2009, everyone was telling about supercomputer. When big data was able to beat supercomputer, all companies started looking big data, and the concept of big data works like this. More technically, if I want to speak, maybe you will understand. Your supercomputer works with vertical scaling concept. This can be interview question. Can you explain me what is vertical scaling and what is horizontal scaling? Vertical scaling concept. Okay, your big data works on horizontal scaling concept. So now you would have understand vertical scaling means it's like your laptop here. You have a laptop. You do vertical scaling. That means your RAM is only 4 GB. Now some application is not working. What you do? You extend your RAM. One more RAM you put, or you replace that RAM, make it 4 to 8 GB. And your computer is so great, it will support till 32 GB or 45 GB or 100 GB. You keep on increasing your RAM. It's like vertical scaling, but there is a limitation. You go up to 100 GB RAM, 200 GB RAM. That is limitation. One more person is a smart guy. He has 4 GB RAM. So what he does is he takes some second-hand laptop, some Gujri laptop or a desktop, whatever it is, where for a very cheap rate, 2000, 3000, he will check something it is working, where it can do a small task. He integrates one laptop or one desktop to one more desktop, again one more desktop to one more desktop, so each task will be faster than your task. So big data follows that. It would not be a component of supercomputer, it would be a simple machines. Okay, but there will be a group of machines doing the same task, it will be faster. Okay, so supercomputers work on vertical scaling and big data works on horizontal scaling. So any person ask you a question, what is horizontal scaling? Always big data works on a distributed environment. Distributed means a single task is broken into multiple tasks, and every task is sent to a machine where it processes and merges back to get you a single output. Okay, we also HDFS, what big data started with that concept only. They call technically, you can do that through a programming by using map reduce concept. They use something called map reduce concept. So I will have a PPT also over there. If I get, I'll show you. But you guys clear? Anyone any doubt? You can chat to me. Anyone any doubt? Very important to know this. Without knowing this, whatever you learn, it's like you have learned how to drive the bus or a car. You don't know where you are going. What is the situation? It's like no fun. Not fun. First thing is for job. It's important. Any doubt, you can chat here. Anyone, any question, or you are able to get. Now also I am fast. Yeah, I feel I am fast because yeah, I felt, but I don't know. but I feel I will tell the same concept 2 to 3 times. That I have that. I will tell now, after 1 month again I'll pick up some PPT. There will be some more information which is already covered. Again I'll tell. That I do. That's why I don't feel that. Okay, all right. So, okay. So, big data, smaller. See, this is what. Only for this word, I should explain so much information. See here, what super information I gave you. So, you would have never understood. Big data, they tell why they are telling small data. Just he has explained small data with all this information. Whatever I gave, right? So much drama. For this, he told big data is similar to small data, means he is trying to explain you this how big data is similar to small data, because every machine will take small data, but it divides. Okay, because I have worked, I have understood, I can read the PPT and understand. If you read and try to understand big data, says small data will not understand. So know the concept. Now you know the concept. Similar to small data but bigger in size. Okay, but having a bigger data, bigger, it required different approaches, techniques, tools and architecture. But having big data bigger is required. Means big data to break, you need lot of approaches, lot of tools like Spark, whatever Hadoop they have used. There are different tools what we do. You need all those tools, and architecture also you need to design. It's not directly you have a data, randomly you break it. Okay, an aim to solve new problem. Okay, big data generates a value from storage processing. Big data not only stores the data, it processes the data. Processes means ETL. It can do transforming, filter, all those things means processing. And it can also store, yeah, you can store the data. So yeah, same thing. Already yesterday I told volume, velocity, variety means quantity of data, data speed, variety means data types. We have already spoken. Okay, first character of big data, volume at 10 GB of storage. Today Facebook, all these are the facts you can read. See, they have given many places the flight example. One flight will generate more than Facebook data. That's what they have told. Smartphones today, sensor data. See, today sensor data are also becoming popular. You have already smart light. Every house they use. In phone they can on off. That's cool. Actually, when we go to trip and all, we just on the outside light, so people think that we are outside. And in coming days, everything will become smart. Even your voice you can on, TV, everything. So whatever you do today, data gets generated. That's what I mean to say. Velocity, very speed. Okay, I even didn't speak about real-time data. That we will speak later. I don't want you to confuse you with everything. Very speed. Data comes like this. Okay. So yeah, online gaming, so many things, and a variety of data. I already told audio, video. That means highly on the top level, structure, semi-structure, unstructured data. That they have told. Traditional database system were designed to address. See, traditional database system means your RDBMS, what you are doing, select star from, was designed to address small volume of data. At that time, data was very small, because I'm working from 10-11 years, right? Data was not even 3 GB, 5 GB. If we were getting 20 GB file, it was a very great thing. Okay, I have worked like 8-9 years back. We had like 35 GB file. It was a big achievement. We had done multi-threading, so many things. It took 1.5 months to move the data, and it was taking 8 hours for 25-30 GB. Today 25-30 GB in 1 minute I'll generate. I'll laugh if 20 GB I can't process. Today it's terabyte of data, petabyte of data. Okay, big data analysis include different types of data. Yeah, I have to speak about NoSQL. NoSQL is, it's not SQL, it's not only SQL. Okay, this we will discuss later, not now. Okay, analyzing your, this comes in your Azure also, AWS also, maybe he will also discuss, I believe, I'm not sure. Analyzing storing for big data, overviewing of big data, data stores. Okay, data values, key value graph, overview. Okay, so that's what I am trying to say. Storing big data, you can analyze your data, eliminate all the raw, this and all are filtering activity. Raw data, redundant data. NoSQL is a separate concept which we will speak later. processing big data we will do through Spark. Don't try to too much headaches here. MapReduce, it's in Hadoop. In Hadoop, to divide and conquer. This is divide and conquer, right? You divide the data and conquer the data. Okay, you can call it as divide and conquer algorithm. They use divide and conquer algorithm. Okay, algorithm. So uh, technically while writing a code they use map and reduce. That is what they call. Map means mapping all the data. Reduce means clubbing all the data. From here it goes and it clubs and comes as an individual thing. Okay, I am not giving to this output. It's a generalized thing. Don't take that's for the second thing. At the end you will get. Map means you map to single machine. You are mapping. After that, reduce means you are summing. Maybe something you do calculation and again you sum it. They called means the concept behind is divide and rule, divide and conquer algorithm. To do that, the map and reduce concept. So I will see somewhere I can get PPT in the later when I am doing Spark or something. Okay, I'll speak about it. Correct, Chaitanya. Horizontal scaling means your single data. Means don't think hello, who are you? Only that there will be crores of data. It divides by partition. In Spark we do partition. By partitioning, if you give partition 10, automatically 10 machines get allocated. Every machine will hold up certain amount of data. Okay, there is something 128 MB of a minimum block size. I don't want to go too technical. Yeah, it distributes itself this much of data to one machine. Big data stores the data in database. Big data, yes, see, big data means what to say. Big data is a concept. What is big data? Big data is a concept means I can say it as a medicine. If you say medicine will cure my tummy, means gastric issue, in medicine I will tell you have to take some gelacel or some tablets which will cure your gastric. The same way big data is concept. It's nothing a technology. In big data, the technology is Spark. Spark is one technology. And also Redshift is also AWS Redshift. That will store data. Yes, big data can even store the data. It can store the data. It can store in S3 like a folder if you want in database. But this database Redshift is not your relational database. It's a columnar database and it is massively parallel what data warehouse. It's mainly done for data warehouse. There is a lot of things which I don't want to go too much of information where you lose the track. But yeah, as you said, Chaitanya said, that's correct. Horizontal scaling and big data is not a technology. Big data you can relate as a medicine. If someone asks you medicine can cure your gastric, you will tell in medicine you have to take this medicine, some gastric medicine, some name is there, gelacel, whatever it is, it will store. The same way big data you ask, it's a concept. In big data there are something like Spark to process, Redshift to store the data. Like that is the thing which happens. Okay, let us. Okay, now it's the next question. Okay, yeah, you give the questions like this. Any question you chat there, so I will clear you because you keep something in your head and you think on that or don't think on that. You write somewhere, ask me at the end. Do both the thing. Don't ponder on that question. Then you will miss my present activity, like what we are speaking. Okay, okay, all right. So we will take some 10 minutes break. We will start around 1:15. Okay, so with this, like, yeah, good information you are getting. Okay, okay, all right, 1:15 or yeah, 1:15 or 1:16, 17, I'll start the class back. Okay, thank you. Okay, all right. So let us continue. So yeah. So what is this? Processing data, mapping data to the programming framework. Processing. Obviously, you need to do some code to do all this activity. Transforming data for processing. See, can you see here? Subdividing the data in preparation for map reduce means the breaking, dividing and conquering, or breaking and merging is called as map reduce, and that's what they are told, subdividing or dividing the data. So map reduce job in Hadoop, basically we do, but here we do Spark and all. Okay, distribution. Okay, not too much depth. Already I have spoken with this structure of big data. This is not required. Okay, just know the structure, semi-structure, unstructure. Most traditional data source. That means your RDBMS, everything are traditional, which has columnar structure. Like CSV, JSON, HTML, all those are XML are semi-structured. Video, audio, image are unstructured. So growth means it's like too much growth. Today, like there are 3 4 common openings. You want data scientist, data engineer, full stack developer, or back end developer, front end developer, something. Only these are the openings on the IT. Trend is happening. Okay, so these are like and ours is already stable. Stable means today they tell AI, generative AI, crypto, so many things. Those are not still stable. It might be there or something. It means the technology is changing. It's not like it is not there. The technology is changing. Today they do something, tomorrow they say it is better. That means it's very difficult. But this case, what we are learning, it's already stable from couple of years and it will be there. So technology disruption will not happen. Like today you learn this, tomorrow it has changed. It will not happen right now because it is stable. It was an issue. Like when I started, like Hadoop was there in 2 3 years. Cloud came. Cloud also lot of changes happened, but now it is stable. And now lot of data is also coming. They are using popularly. 90% of data in the world has been created. Yeah, this see, we see this in all PPT. That means so much data was never there previously. Only couple of years, huge volume of data is getting created. Why big data? Already told so many times. I need not to speak about that. You can read it. Obviously big data is different. It can hold sensor data, it can hold internet data, streams of data. I have not spoken about stream will come at the real time data stream, may not have. Okay, so global information says that means at the very early stage it was very less. You had like this one. I don't think so. I've never touched this kind of disk. Was there tape recorders? Was there? Slowly CDs came, hard disk came, even USB pen drives came. Now everything is cloud. Even you save your data in the cloud. So see the data growth. It was so less. Now it has become so much. That's the picture deception. I don't want to give you the figure and all. Generic way you have already understood. So no one will ask in the interview, tell me the percentage. It's for your knowledge. So maybe when you read up and understand, you will get a more information. So yeah, sources. I need not to show you again. I already showed you with the diagram. Sources for big data is always not with the database. Where was that one more diagram? It can have different sources. That is what they have told here. User application, sensor, CSV, SFTP. So many sources can be there. This is also source. So data generation points from your mobile phone, microphones, even what I am doing the voice. This data gets saved if I am using a Zoom or something. So this data gets saved in their server. You can listen to the recording. They would have saved that. And if you want to do analysis of my voice also, you can do analysis. There are many things happens. Camera data, social media data. So all these things you already know. Everywhere big data is used. So will be over risk of big data. Here it is there already we have seen. So companies potential value of big data. Yeah, it has a huge volume. That means for a job perspective it is very great. Okay, if you see 600 300 billion means so much money is invested on big data. Okay, benefits already we have spoken. Future, all these are like 4 5 years back data. It would not be 15 now, it would be 1000 billions of big data business is happening. Okay, let us run through one more PPT on big data. Okay, so have I downloaded it? Big data. Okay, so see, you will see almost the same information again and again. It would be like a revision for you with different content and any new topic. All these are the topics which is given by CEOs of the company or any meet where I had gone through online or some place. So this gives you a proper information. So this helps you to know. So difficult saving all this data, processing the data is created quickly. So see here, we saw only 3 V's, now you see 8 V's. So remaining you can see it, you will understand. Visualization, veracity, value. So you can see that. Data, now you will be able to, now if I am telling same thing, you are able to correlate easily. That means data processing and integration. Obviously you have to do integration keyword you are able to understand. Now every word you are able to observe and understand closely. Integration means from here I have to integrate. Okay, acquisition, integration, improve the quality. Data visualization, we spoke about this. Data visualization happens in your Power BI. Okay, jobs and all, yeah, jobs are there already, we have seen. What is this? NoSQL, which we will see later. This is also important. MapReduce, big data, Hadoop uses MapReduce, divide and conquer thing. Okay, so okay, relational database. They have told relational database. See, okay, I don't want to speak about NoSQL and this one right now. We will speak on that later. Okay, because I think this is telling more about SQL NoSQL difference. I don't want to speak about NoSQL. This speaks mainly about NoSQL right now. Okay, I don't want to confuse with new data. I don't want to speak about stream processing. Okay, so MapReduce, if I want to elaborate, there is a beautiful diagram on a MapReduce. So what is MapReduce? MapReduce is a programming model that is the algorithm of parallel distribute generating big data set with here. This is a good beautiful diagrammatic example what I was trying to write and explain. See, you have some data, it splits the data like this. Mapping will happen. Bear, dare, they just do some calculation, whatever. Okay, if you are counting how many deer are there, how many beer are there, how many river are there, so it maps. And shuffling will happen because all beer, shuffling means if you have beer, okay, you count deer, how much deer is there. Do you have that example here? Yeah, great. See here, this is what splitting will happen. First line goes one key value, you can take it as key value. Second thing goes to one more thing, third will go to some more thing. Assume 3 partition, 3 machines are there. So what it has done, maybe we have to count how many beer are there. The final logic of this program is to count how many beer are there, how many deer are there, river are there, car are there. If you are going with a traditional architecture, the data would have not splitted. Data would have sequentially done and there was only one machine, one splitting, whatever. But look at big data. Big data divides the task. Okay, if you do 5 splitting, this will be have five thing. Only beer, deer will be there in beer, deer will be there in one partition, river will be in one more partition. So like that, we have done 3 splitting, so 3 lines have gone to separate thing. You need not to worry how this line happened and all, it is taken internally. Next, you are counting, you write some logic to count. How internally it happens, you just think. Don't worry about logic. We will see this later. So internally, see, shuffling will happen. Why you, okay, here shuffling is not happened because You are just assigning number for whatever is there in your split. Deer is given one, beer is given one, river is given one. Here car is given one, car is given one, river is given one. The same way it is done. Next thing, all beer comes to one place. So then shuffling will happen. See here, all beer is there here, beer is there here. So they have given the arrow here. So beer 1 year, maybe at the, so it is shuffling, means it is getting from different places, shuffling. Big car is there, car from here, car 111, river also 11. So what it does, reduce. I told map reduce. Map will split the data, reduce will sum the data. If you see beer 1 plus 1, internally it will sum, car 3, deer 2, and final result you will give. This is what map reduce happens. This is how big data will also work. Internally it does the map reducing like divide and conquer. So it divides, you can think as separate machines. One task is done by 3 machine. You want to give for 100 machine, you can give. But less data, more machine is useless. That is what, that is where requires a knowledge. Simply in a code level, you give 100 partitions, 100 it splits, your data is less, then you are wasting money. Cloud, everything is money. Then your manager will come and eat you. Boss, you could have done with 2 partition. Why you use 100 partition? Now you have wasted $5,000. $5,000 means 2 lakhs. Who will pay that? That is what happens when you don't understand behind architecture. Simply you learn coding and give 1, 2 or 300 partition. There is one keyword to split. Partition by or partition by or repartition. You give repartition and give 100, means 100 split will happen. But if you don't know behind the scene how the split will happen, what will happen, then there is no use. You don't understand, you will never become a good developer. So understand behind the scene. It's always important in big data. And also good for interview, not only for your working. Even in interview they will ask these questions. Tell me about map reduce, tell me about vertical scaling, horizontal scaling, which you have done. What is big data, why you need big data, why they will directly ask this question. They will not ask you why you need big data. They will ask, yeah, see, this project can be done without big data. Why you need big data? Means what they will be asking you is, boss, there are traditional ETL tools. You can do this with this only. You have only 2 GB of data. Why you need big data? Then you have to tell, no, I had like 500 GB of data, and there are a lot of things. We need a cloud configuration, and every now and then data was keep on increasing. So we can't do in our traditional thing. So we moved to the cloud big data to handle this. Like that, the words start coming if you understand this. There is no mug up. Understand the things. You understand, you present in whichever way you want. Okay. Same thing, they have elaborated more. So these things you get in Power BI, like how many movies rating exists. Okay. Okay. Modern data architecture. So I need not to speak about all these things right now. See, different tools. Big data is a concept. Inside big data, different tools are there. I don't want to confuse you. Not required. Each and everything in the PPT is not required, because this is not your course correct course PPT. This is a CO PPT. Like whenever I go to the meetings, whenever there are seminars, I attend. But this covers more than what is required for your learning. Okay. So some which is not so much important, I am neglecting. So all these are the Hadoop components. We are not learning Hadoop, so we don't require to learn in the Hadoop what was there and all. Okay. So all these are not required for you. Data mining is also not required. Data mining comes to machine learning and all. This is not required for you. Okay. Okay. Let me see, is there any other things to cover? 1 minute. I had kept that in the drive. So big data, we have done 1, 2, 4. Is there something I missed on big data? Big data, I have done this. Okay, I have also done this. Big data 1. Okay. 2, 3. Okay, have I done? Okay, this is with AWS. I don't want to do AWS for you guys because you are into Azure. I have to do data warehouse. I have to do NoSQL for you guys, and okay, NoSQL is there, that we will see later. Is there any database, or else I'll speak about data warehouse, because I don't want to start Python today. So let us just take this data warehouse. Okay, anyhow data warehouse I have to cover. I'll just cover how much is required right now for you. So let me download this. Okay, I would have downloaded, that's all. All the things I don't want to cover today. Maybe in the middle of sessions we will cover. So yeah. Okay, alright. So let us go with the next thing. Data warehouse. See, already what you have to understand is, we have spoken about so many things. We have spoken about data warehouse. Traditional. See, what do you mean by traditional? That means these were traditional. These are also extracting the data. And next what they were doing, transforming the data and loading the data. Where they were loading? To the data warehouse. So in big data also endpoint is data warehouse, but there are many things happen in transformation. I will teach that later, so I don't want to make it complicated. But your traditional tools, which was there till 2005, 2015, whatever, it also has data warehouse. This is the first thing you have to understand. Traditional tools also has data warehouse. That means I have seen many people who directly jump into big data and cloud. They never have an idea about data warehouse. Data warehouse is all about modeling, like how you get the table, like how you have primary foreign key. Here also we have model like star schema, snowflake schema, how you build your data warehouse, and different keys, different concepts are there in data warehouse. So those information are there. It's very important whenever you are building your, as someone asked in the chat, do we have data to in the database? Does big data store data in database? Yes, but you have to also model your database. For example, Redshift, if I speak, you have to model your Redshift, like the table, which data has to be there. You have to create a table, you have to join one table. There are some architecture to do that. Those architecture idea you should have. So that is what data warehouse speaks about. When you don't know that, again it is difficult for you. Okay, so and they will ask in interview. Forget about second step is working in the company. First step is interview. They'll ask these questions directly. What is data warehouse? Different type of architecture in data warehouse. So what is data mart? So many things they ask in the interview. And reporting part I will not touch into more if there is a reporting and all. Only on the data warehouse part I will touch. Okay, see here it is more of traditional, because they have written as traditional because data warehouse was there from 1990 or 1995, whatever it is the year. So from there only data warehouse was there. That's why at that time 1995 2000 you had only relational database. The data warehouse would be in even Oracle. What if you are learning Oracle SQL, you can also make it as data warehouse. Okay, so Teradata, all those things are there. That's why they have given relational database that is designed for query. And you already know what is data warehouse. It is a OLAP, online analytical processing, used to store the data and analyze the data. It usually contains what kind of data? Historic data. You should always know it will not contain current data. That means you do a ATM transaction, you had 50,000, now it dropped to 40,000. Your data warehouse will not keep it right now. It might take 2 or 3 days to get that information. Okay, so you know that this diagram, any current transaction will happen in OLTP. To get here it will take 2 or 3 days, or even 1 day you can do. There are many other architecture, but yeah, right now you understand. It keeps historic data, means old data. All the old data would be kept in data warehouse. It can keep 5 year, 10 year, 20 year data, because to do analyze it's very important. Data warehouse can be divided into, like how we told, big data as three V's: volume, velocity, variety. The same way, any person in the interview they ask data warehouse, they will be looking for these four technical keywords. Data warehouse can be subject oriented, integrated, non-volatile, time variant. Okay, so subject oriented means in one business you will not have only one thing. For example, bank, I told it will have loan, account, interest, and gold bonds, so many things. Same way, one business will have different modules: finance module, marketing module, inventory module. So that means in data warehouse you keep the tables: finance table one place, marketing table one place, inventory table one place. So subject wise you divide. In one business different subject will be there, right? Like anything. Even if you take Amazon, they will have orders, customer information, shipping information. Think as customer as one table, order as one table, shipping as one table, marketing, they do marketing as one table, Amazon TV, that as OTT, that as one table. Those are called as subject oriented. Integrated, you already know. Same example, I need not to overtell again. Different applications has to be integrated to data warehouse. Non-volatile. So here data will store for 5 to 10 years or 15 to 20 years. This is highly volatile. Maybe 15 days data only will be kept, because this database should be very lightweight, OLTP, because it is used by you. This is mainly to maintain historic data to do analysis of the company business. So it should always have information. That's what they have told. Non-volatile means data does not evaporate quickly, so it will keep there. And time variant also the same thing. It will have for a longer time duration. So you can get the data for daily, monthly, quarterly. In Power BI you do analysis later, right? You want monthly sales, how much happened, quarterly sales for particular product, how much happened. You can get all this information. So whenever anyone asks data warehouse, you should tell data warehouse is subject oriented, integrated, non-volatile, time variant. Don't tell like that, they will reject you. You should elaborate this. That means if you take any business domain, it will now have different subjects like finance, marketing, loan, customer information, product information, order information. So everything are kept in a separate tables. Clear cut, that's all. Non-volatile integrated means you get the data from different applications, not always from the RDBMS tables. It can be from front end some applications, it can be from mobile app, it can be from IoT app. All this data has to be integrated. So that's the meaning of integrated. Non-volatile means usually in OLTP data, they will ask difference between OLTP and VOLAP. Okay, that time also you can use this. Usually in OLTP you will have only 15 days or 20 days data based on the business. Everything depends on business. There is odd role. Some business keep only 1 day data. Some business keep even 1 year data. If your data is less, it depends on business, straightforward. Okay, here you will have 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years, again depends on data. So non-volatile, not easily evaporated. And time variant, you can do analysis and fetch any kind of data, quarterly, yearly, monthly, 5 years, whatever it is. Why data warehouse? Data warehouse provides consistent information of various cross-functional activity, historic data. This you know, means from different application you get all the data here. You can join all this data together and get a proper idea. A person with customer ID has interest so much, mutual fund so much, he has taken loan so much, whether he is able to pay. All this information you will be able to do analysis. Historic data means old data. Same thing, assess, analyze and report information. Is the information. So what is this? I don't want to go. As I saw, it's not everything is important for you. All this KPI reporting, when they are doing reporting, they will tell, I don't want to go into your reporting thing and all. BI means you are reporting only. Okay, so BI I am not speaking much. Okay, see, this is the architecture of data warehouse. See, usually data warehouse are highly traditional. I spoke about data warehouse, but in reality not all the big data keep the data in data warehouse. Sometimes we don't keep the data in data warehouse at all. we do files, we do processing means transformation, and we keep that output also in the file. We don't keep in data warehouse. Data warehouse are kept so that it's highly standardized. If you keep in data warehouse means everything would be in table structure, and table structure requires some time to create your tables, DDL, structure, all those things. It's not a 15 days or 1 month task. It might take 6 months also if you have thousands of table. Okay, so this is a time consuming. And previously, before big data, you want to do processing, you should keep all the data in the data warehouse only. That's why you see more of the database, relational database. But today, to do processing in Spark and all, we will be learning. I get a file, I can do all the transformation, filter, router and all. And I can again save that output in the file only. Don't worry if you have not understood. Okay, so I know like first two classes we are speaking more of theory, so let us see practical from next week and you will understand slowly. Okay, but yeah, data warehouse is more of traditional, but it can also be implemented in big data. Don't think it can't be implemented without data warehouse also. Where you don't have table structure in big data, you can do analysis, you can send the report, but in your traditional system without data warehouse in ETL, all those things, you could have never done any analysis. That's why you see more of architecture of all databases, even files you will get, and move that data to data warehouse. ODS I will not speak. Okay, and from there data marts is there. There will be one interview question. Okay, I don't want to go much. This we will continue in the coming class, but I will not continue next week with this theory. So you will feel like so many things going to our head. Let us go with our coding. Coding is more comfortable because too much information only giving is also not good. Any doubt in today's class? Just ask me. If you don't have doubt, we will meet next week. The time would be shared by Neha. What is the next week time? Okay, so we will meet next week. Then I will be signing off. Okay, so we will connect next week. Thank you. Yeah. PPT I will share by next week. I have to create a folder and I'll share. So just wait for this week. So we will plan. That will tab look louder. doing. ಸರ್ ಊಟ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇದ್ರಾ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವೋ? ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ? ಫ್ರೀ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಆಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತು. ಆಯ್ತು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಇದ್ದಾರೆ 35 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ವೀಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಏನೋ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ಡೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅವರು. ಸೊ ಅದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ 11 to 2 ಮಾಡಿದೆ 3 ಅವರ್ಸ್. Saturday and Sunday 3 hours. ಅದು ವೀಕ್ ಡೇ ಆಗೋ ಟೈಮೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಏನ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗ ಏನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇನ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ಇನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಲಿಂಕ್ ನನಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಸರಿಗೆ ಬೆಡ್ ಎತ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ವಿಕ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಒನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಎವ್ರಿ 3 ಅವರ್ಸ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ಗಳು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಭಯ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೋ. ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ದೇ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಲೇಜಿ. ಟೈಮ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರ ಕೈಲಿ ಕಾಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಫಾರ್ 3-4 ಮಂತ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ವೇಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆನ್ ದ ಟೋ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಿ ವರ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗೈ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಅಂತ. ಹೌದು ಓಕೆ. ಹಾ ಹೇಳಿ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಿಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್. ಹೌದು 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 ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ, ದೆನ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಆಕ್ಯುಪೈ, ನಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮೂವ್. ನನಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಫುಲ್ಲು ಅದು ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಹೌದು ಹೌದು ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಯು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೋ, ಯು ಡೂ ದಟ್. ನನಗೂ ಲೈಫ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ನನಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ತಲೆನೋವಿಲ್ಲ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಒಂದು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸಾಕು ಅಂತ ಬೇಜಾರು ಜನ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್, ಅದೇ ಹುಡುಗರು ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಇವಾಗ. ವಿ ವೇರ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಹಿಮ್, ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಔಟ್. The branding will take couple of months. It will not start simply rather than. ಹೌದು, ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಅ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್. ಔಟ್ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ಇನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ಇನ್ ಆರ್ ನೌಕರಿ. ಸೊ ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಗೈ ಹೂ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟ್ರೈನರ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ಇನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ಇನ್ ಆರ್ ನೌಕರಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ a digital marketing who is good in this, all these things, and we will try to post there in the Facebook and LinkedIn ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So we get the trainer lead and parallel ಆಗಿ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲರ್ ಸಿಗೋದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಷಯ ಅಲ್ಲ. somehow we can get, that's never a big deal. Even when we take a data for students, even if we don't get what we can do in our batch only, we can take some person. ನಾವು ನಿಮಗೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಷಯ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಡೇಟಾ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್, ಡೇಟಾ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್, ಡೇಟಾ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್. ಹೌದೌದು. ಸೊ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಗೆ ಸಿ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ಇನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ. ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ಇನ್ ಹೌದಾ? ಫ್ರೀಲಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲ. No, no, no. Call them to the office only. When you have an office, why you want to? ಇವಾಗಲೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಹಂಗರ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೀಟ್. ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ, ನಾವ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ? ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ? ಲಕ್ಷ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಏನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಕ್ರಗಳು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಾವಿರದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್. ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಸಾಕು, ನಾವು ಇವಾಗಲೇ ಹೆವಿ ಏನು. ಹೌದು, ಅಶ್ಯೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೇಸ್ಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದೇ ನನ್ಗೆ ಐ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಜನರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡೆಡ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ನಾವು, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗುಡ್. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡೆಡ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ 2, 3 ಫಾರ್ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಅದೇ ಇದು ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ಹೌದು also makes me strong. This classes gives me confidence. And starting ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ classes ನಾನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. A preliminary class where candidate attracts and he is ready to pay the fees. So ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ so we can push to different people and strategize ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ನಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 45 ಜನ ಎವ್ರಿ ಮಂತ್ ಬರಕ್ ಆಗೋಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದ ಲಾಂಗ್ ರನ್. ಸೊ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು 30-40 thousand ಅಂದ್ರು ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅರ್ನ್ ಓಕೆ ಕೀಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 30,000 ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 50 people 10 to 15 lakhs. And also you can charge them for experience letters which I had done previously. Many people would be and ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10-13 ವರ್ಷದವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. 13 ವರ್ಷ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೆ, 10 ವರ್ಷ ಅಂತೆ, ಫ್ರೆಶರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ, ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್. 2 years. ಸೊ 10 years ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವನ್ 5 years they would have worked in non-IT and they need experience letter in data engineer for 3 years for you because their package will increase. 5 lakhs 8 lakhs ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ 15-16 ಲಕ್ಷ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಪೇ 20-30 thousand even for experience letter. ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಮನಿ. ಅವನು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಇದಾನಲ್ಲ, 75,000 ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಟ್ರೆಂಡಿ ಟೆಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟನಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಕೋಟು 75,000 ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ಗೆ. ನಾನು ತಲೆ ಕೆಡ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಮನಿ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಅದೇ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲೋ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಅದೊಂದು ಫ್ಲೋ ನಾವು ಅದೇ ಈ ಮೊಮೆಂಟಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದಂಗೆ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್, ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಶೋರ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ 2 trainers so that our brain will start working on the next is what. ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಇಂದ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಇವನ್ ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ದೆಮ್. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ನೌಕರಿ. 5-10 posting. Okay, one posting we will take. It is 1,500 or 1,700. Only one posting. That guy told he will call me next day. I did spoke with him. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ actually ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. We can take to online only. We don't require to call him. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಪೇ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಪೋರ್ಟಲ್ ನಾವೇ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. So I was speaking with Monster also. I don't know like how Monster will work. ನೋಡೋಣ, Monster ಹತ್ರ ನೌಕರಿ ಹತ್ರ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. Something we will try to post in next week. Naukri, Monster, whatever it is. Posting ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. So Naukri, Monster will try to post, and parallelly you check for the digital marketing where they can also do posting of the trainer in the LinkedIn and start building a brand consciousness of that whatever the style. Slowly ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ then we can easily get counselor and we can start getting the data like free training ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. 2 days free training from IIT trainer, 14-year experience ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ they come when it is free, they come and they see the quality. ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದ್ರೆ ಇರಪ್ಪ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Maybe at the first batch we have to keep less price, 20 or 25,000 for training cost. We can't keep 30-40. So ಅಷ್ಟ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. 4-5 months effort ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So it's not like so even if we can gather 10-15-20 people, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅವಾಗ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದೇ you start that process. I will call the Monster and Naukri. Somehow we will take posting. We will not complicate that like ನೀವೇ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅದು ಇದು. They again get confused and something. So give me the posting. We have a content. We post them. We get the leads. We will call them. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಮನೇಲೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಪಿಕ್ ಮಾಡ which I don't understand much. That's the thing. But no, you are able to understand many things. You ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ. ಅಲ್ಲ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಡಿಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಂಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೇ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು ಬಿಡಿ ಓಕೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಟೆಲ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಆಯ್ತು ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್ ಓಕೆ ಆಡಿಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಯುವರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಎವರ್ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಫಿನಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಡಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ದು ಒಂಥರ ವಾಲೆಟೈಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ನಮ್ದು ಒಂಥರ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಏನಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ರೋಗ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಹಬ್ಬ ವೈರಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಬೇಡ ಲಾಯರ್ಗೆ ಹಬ್ಬ ಹೌದು ಲಾಯರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಹಬ್ಬ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅದು ಮೊದ್ಲು ಇತ್ತು ಬರೀ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಅದು ಇವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿನೇ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಮೊದಲು ತರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದಿದೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಆಯಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಕಂಡಿಡ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ ಕಂಡಿಡ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಡಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವೆರಡೇ ಮೇನ್ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಅದೇ ಬೇಜಾರು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಏನ್ ಸರ್ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೌದು ದುಡ್ಡಂಗೆ ಅನ್ಸಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ದುಡ್ಡಂಗೆ ಅನ್ಸಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಹೌದು ಬೇಕು ಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ ಲೈಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದವರು ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಸೆಡ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ದೇ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಓಕೆ ಮಗು ಉಳಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ವರಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದುಡ್ಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಅಂತಾರೆ ನಮ್ದಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ನನ್ಗೆ 1 ಕೋಟಿ ಸಂಬಳ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿ ನಾಳೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲಸ 1 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಯಾರು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಫೀಲ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ವೆರಿ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅದೇ ಬೇಜಾರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ 2 ಕೋಟಿ 1 ಕೋಟಿ 2 ಕೋಟಿ ಇರೋದು ನಮ್ದೊಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಅದು ಹೇಳಿದ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಬರೀ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಕಟ್ತೀವಿ 5% 95% ಜನ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಏನು ಬಟ್ ಇವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ನು ಯಾರೋ ಇದ್ದಾನಲ್ಲ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೀಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸಾಕು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಪೇ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ವೇವ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಷ್ಟ ಸರ್. 2000 ನೋಟು ತೆಗೆದ್ರು ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಯು ಪಿ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಚಲಾವಣೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ. 500 ತೆಗ್ದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರಂತೆ ಮೋದಿ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ. 500 ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಆರ್ ಬಿ ಐಗೆ ಬರೋದು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ವಂತೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, 100 200 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಆಟ ಆಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಪಿ ಐ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ದಟ್ ಆವಾಗ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇಂದ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್, ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಓ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮಂತವ್ರು ಕಲ್ಪ್ರಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ನಿಮ್ದು ಕಸ್ಬೆ ಅದು. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಮೀಡಿಯಾದವರು ತೋರಿಸಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿ ಆರ್ ಪಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಲವ್ ಯುವರ್ ಜಾಬ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. to do for monitoring things. ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಸರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ಸಿಟಿಲಿ ಇರಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಹಳ್ಳಿಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಾಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಸಿಟಿಲಿ ಇರಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಹೌದಾ, ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಹ್ಮ್. ಅದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಇಂಡಿಯಾಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ, ಎಕನಾಮಿ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಅವರಿದ್ರೆ ಎಕನಾಮಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ಓ ಓ ಮೈ ಗಾಡ್. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಝೀರೋ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿಯಾಗೆ ಪೀಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೇಮ್ ಇಮೇಜಾ 50? ಅದೇ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಹೆಲ್ತಿ ಅಂಡ್ ವೆರಿ ಪೀಸ್ಫುಲ್. ಅದು ಅದೊಂದು ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್. ಅದೇ ನಿನ್ನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕಾರ್, ಅವನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಚ್ಚ, ಎವ್ರಿ 6 months ಕಾರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಸ್ಕಾರ್ಪಿಯೋ ತಗೊಂಡ, ಆ ಚಕ್ರಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ 50,000 ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ದ. ಆಮೇಲೆ 2 ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ 60-70,000 ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಅಂತೆ, ಅದು ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಲೆದರ್ ಸೀಟ್ಸ್. ನೋಡಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಖರ್ಚು. ಅದೇ ಶೋಕಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಗೂನು ಹೌದೌದು. ಚಟ ಚಟ ಏನು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ಗುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಚಟ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. That is a problem. ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು ಹೇಳೋದ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇರೋ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಹಂಗೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಇದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಇದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರಿಗಿಂತ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಸೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹೌದು ಹೌದು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಹೌದೌದು. ಅವಾಗಲೇ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಬಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಯು ಈಟ್ ಬಟರ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಯೂಸ್. ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಪಾತ್. ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪಾತ್. ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಈಸಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಮಕ್ಳು ಇಲ್ದೇ ಇರೋರು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಪಾತ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ. ಸಾರಿ ಫರ್ಗಟ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಯು ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾನ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಪಾತ್. ದೆನ್ ಯು ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ಟು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಓ ಓಕೆ. ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಫೀಲ್. ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ನಂಗೆ ಅದೇ ಮನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಇವಾಗ ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಲೈಫ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಟ್ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಡಿಸೈರ್, ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್. ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಡಿಸೈರ್ ಇಂದಾನೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಕಂಡಿಡ್ದಿರೋದಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ. ಹೌದು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೌದು 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 ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇವಾಗಾದ್ರೂ ಬಿಡೋದಲ್ವಾ ಕಾರ್ಗೆ ಎನೇಬಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಅಡಾಸ್ ಫೀಚರ್ ಅದು ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಫೈರ್ ಇವಾಗ ಫೋನ್ ಇದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಆದ್ರೂ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಹೌದು ಹೌದು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಲೈನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮನೇಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಹೌದು ಯಾರೋ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೌದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಕೊಟ್ರಿ ನಾನು ಮನೇಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಬಟನ್ ಫೋನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸಿಮ್ಮು ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸಿ ಎನಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಹೌದು ಸರಿ See, when it happens is when you have some purpose in life, you start doing. Many people lose the purpose. ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಹೌದು ಹೌದು ಇವಾಗ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಹೋದೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಳು ಊಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮೈಸೂರ್ವರೆಗೂ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ರು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 7 ಬಂದೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ 9 ನೋಡಿ ದಿಸ್ ಆಪಲ್ಸ್ ಐ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ ದೆಮ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಹೌದು ಯಾ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಫನ್ ಹೌದು ಹಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಫನ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಫನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾವು ಊಟಿಗೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದು ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸೊ ಐ ಕುಡಂಟ್ ಗೋ ದಟ್ ಐ ಕೇಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಐ ಬಂದ್ರು ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಮಿಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಕಮಿಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೌದು ಹೌದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಹೌದು ಹೌದು So you can't reverse your health ಇವಾಗ back to normal. Maintain. ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ನಿನ್ ಕೇಳಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಏನಂತ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನೋಡಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಲೋ, ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಇದು ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಲೂಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಬೌಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಹೌದೌದೌದು, ಅದೇ ನೋಡಿದೆ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಏ, ಏನು ಕುಡಿ ಮಗ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೋದಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ ಒಂದೊಂದನ್ನು. ಅದು ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಹೋಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವ್ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 1 ವೀಕ್ 1 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಇರಿವರ್ಸಬಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹೌದೌದೌದು. ಹೌದೌದೌದು. ಹೌದೌದು. ವೇಸ್ಟ್. ಹೌದು, ಕಾಟ್ ಬೈ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಹೌದೌದು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಹೌದೌದು. ಆದರೆ ನಾನು ಮಾನ್ಸ್ಟರ್ ನೌಕರಿದೇನೋ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಇವನ್ ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಚೆಕ್ ಸಮ್ವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ಇನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ, ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಗೈ ಫಾರ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ಬೆಟರ್, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ಹಿಮ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಹಿಮ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ಹಿಮ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟರ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್. ಹೌದು ಹೌದು. ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ನೆನ್ನೆ ಅದೇ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ನಾನು ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಗೋಪಾಲಕೃಷ್ಣಗೆ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ಡಿನ್. ನಾನೇ ಓದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಡು, ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇವು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್, ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಟೆಲ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್, ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಡೀಪ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್. ಸೊ ಅದು ಇದು ಏನು ಹೆವಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮೋರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಈಗರ್. ಆ ಈಗರ್ನೆಸ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ವೆರಿ, ಇದು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಗ್ರೆಸಿವ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಜೋಶ್ ಇದ್ರೇನೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಗಾಳಿಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ವೀಕೆಂಡ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಪಿಜ್ಜಾ ಹಟಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ವರ್ಕ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಮೋರ್, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕೇರ್, ನಂಗೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಆಫೀಸಿಂದ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ 3 ಅವರ್ಗೆ, ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್, ಹೆಂಗೆ ಈ ವೀಕಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದೇ ಬರ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಕೇರಿಂಗ್ ದೆಮ್ ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಸ್ಕೇರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಯ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೋಡಮ್ಮ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಯು, ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಹಾಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಬರೀ 5% ಜನ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ನನಗೆ, ನೀವು 500 ಜನ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, 5% ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು, 10% ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಜನ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ನನಗೆ, ಬರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆಡ್ ದಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ನೆಸ್. ಓ ನಾವು ಸರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಕಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೀವಿ, ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಇನ್ಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದಮ್ ಟು ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಪ್ಪಾಗ್ತಿರೋದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ರತ್ನಾಕರ್ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಕಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು 2-3 ಅವರ್ಸ್, ಏನಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಯಾಕೆ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ, 3 ಅವರ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ 1 ವೀಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಭಯ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಒನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹೌದೌದು. ಮಾತಾಡಿದ ತಪ್ಪು. He is speaking because he is screwed, he has come and showing the frustration. See, sales and target also you have to keep communication every day. You can't come once in 3 months and speak like that. That is insane. I got your point. Got your point. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಇದಾನಲ್ಲ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ 30 ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್. See, there, that means he should have put some guy sales and marketing to this position and molded him to shortlist and finish the hiring. Actually, sales and marketing are best. They know about the costly now. Okay, okay, ಅಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಜೊತೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈಗರ್ನೆಸ್ ತೋರಿಸಲ್ಲ. ಅವನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೂಲಾಗೆ ಒಂದೇನೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕಮಿಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿ ಐ ಸ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಹೌದು. ಅವ್ನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ಬುಷ್. ಸಿ 5 days ಐ ಸ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಹಿಮ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ಎನಫ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್. ಈಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ಬುಷ್. ಬೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ಬುಷ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಸುತ್ತಾತೆ. ನನ್ಗೆ ಅವನ ಜೊತೆ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಒಂದು ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಒನ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಎನ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಇನ್ 1 day, she could have got 5 people to me in the next day. That is how we have to mold the people with not fear, with the way. ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸಿ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕಂಫರ್ಟ್ ಝೋನ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಮೌಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದ್ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದಾನೆ ಮೌಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಇಷ್ಟ ದಿನ ಕಂಫರ್ಟ್ ಝೋನ್ ತರಾನೇ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ, ಸೊ ಅದು ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಟು will get new person and mold in the same way what Ratna needs. That is the best way. You should not give loose at the beginning. 2-3 ತಿಂಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ. I have molded them. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಬನ್ ಪ್ರೋ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ 12th ಪಾಸ್ ಶಿ ಡಿಡ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಮೀ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿ ಅವಳು ಬ್ರೈನ್ ವಾಶ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವೀಕೆಂಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಅರ್ನಿಂಗ್ 50,000-60,000 ರಾಮಾಯಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲರ್ ತರಾನೇ ಹೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್. ನೀನು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡು, ನಿನ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕಾ, ನಾನು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗು ಉಡಂಬಿಲೆಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಟೇಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್, ರಿಸರ್ಚ್, ಡೂ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟುಡೇಸ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಒನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೀಚ್. ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ನ್ಯೂ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್. ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಹೊಸ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿಗಳು ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೆಯೋದು, ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಯು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾ, ಯು ಕಾಲ್ ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ಕಾಲ್ ದೆಮ್, ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ವಿತ್ ದೆಮ್. ಸೊ ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಫುಲ್ಲು. ಅದೇ we will actually we also require a person to connect all these dots. So ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. We have to get one employee also. ಸರ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ಅದೇ. We need one person also to call, interact and all. ಒಂದು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಈಸಿ ಇವಾಗ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರ ಕೈಲೇನೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಗಿವನ್ ಟು ಅರ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮಿನರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್. ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ, ಸೊ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಂತ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೋಲ್ಡ್, ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಅದೇ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ವೀಕ್ ಇದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ I will bug up. See, it's not I have to come 2-3 hours. I will bug up. I will ask her to give presentation. Share screen madama ಏನು ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೇಳು 3 hours. 2-3 days she will only feel whatever. She can't even speak. So ಅವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. They will be on the top. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ಪಿಜ್ಜಾ ಹಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. It should be balanced. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. So that is how we have to treat employees in a good way. And they should not become lethargic ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಲೆಥಾರ್ಜಿಕ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಪಾಸ್ ದುಡ್ಡುಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ದೇ ಕಮ್, ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ 10th ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ನನ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಮಾಡೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಅಂತ. ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಯಾ 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 ಅದೇ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮದೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಂದೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಅಮ್ಮ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದ್ 5-6 ಜನ ಯು ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಗೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಎನ್ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೀ, ಕಾಲ್ ನೌಕರಿ ಗೈ. ಸರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡು, ಕಾಲ್ ಟು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡಯಲ್. ದೇ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಕೌಂಟರ್ ಮೀ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಕಾಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡಯಲ್, ಗೆಟ್ ದ ನೌಕರಿ ನಂಬರ್, ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ ದೇ ಡೂ ವರ್ಕ್. ಇವಾಗ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಯು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಡೂ ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್, ಯು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಚಾಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್, ಡೂ ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಲ್ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್. ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ರೈಟ್ ನೌ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿನೂ ಬೇಕು. ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್. ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ so she is a point to support us to call other people and fix an appointment and do different kind of researches and all. We have to mold, sir, because today what has happened, nothing comes educated, everything new things are coming. So person has to be good in investigating, picking up, exploring, and learning whatever it is.
Exactly.
Sari sir hangandre. So search for employee also parallelly. I'll just check this monster and Naukri next week.
Fine, fine. You just go ahead with that part. ನನ್ನ ಎಂಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವನ್ನ ಹೋಗಿ ಫಿಲ್ ಅಪ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಗೆಲ್ಸಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಸರಿ.
ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್
ಹೌದು. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೆರಡು ಬಕೆಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್. ಹಲೋ. ಹಾ ಹೇಳು. ಹಾ ತಿಂದೆ, ಉಪ್ಪಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂಚೂರು ತಿಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಟೀ ಮಾಡೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ? ಇವಾಗಲೇ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು. Okay, good afternoon everyone. Let me give you the attendance sheet first. Okay, where is the attendance sheet? The thing. It is okay. Yeah, attendance spreadsheet. Okay, so this is the attendance spreadsheet. Just fill the attendance. Okay, let me see my Spark first. Here is the Spark D remote Docker desktop. Okay. So it's still running. Let me see whether I'm able to open the link or should I restart again. Uh, uh, Container stop selected link. Okay, let me again try to go to the command prompt.